Topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wayne. Today I have my top 10 worst movies of 2023. Because the internet and negativity are like this, they go together like two peas in a pod. So I will be doing my top 10 best list this Sunday, so subscribe, stay tuned for that. But let's start off with this negative shit. At my number 10 spot, we have Silent Night. Dumb, cliched, poorly made Christmas action movie with a little bit of a interesting element of our main character not speaking. But other than that, this shit is just mid. Number 9, we got the remake of White Men Can't Jump. When it comes to remakes, when I hear there's a remake, I go, out of 10 movies, if they made this movie 10 times, could it be good? Sometimes it's like Scarface, for instance. Prohibition cocaine. You can remake that. So, give it like a 9. You can make 9 good Scarface movies. Scarface, we got classic, a little long in the tooth, but overall, classic, good movie.
What's your point?
So, when I heard this remake, I was like, out of 10 movies, you can make one dealing with race that's super serious, that has a dry, comedic undertone. You could just make the funniest fucking movie in the world with a touch of race. Or you could do a good 50-50% and even it out. So you can make 3 good movies out of 10. That's 7. The odds are not in its favor, as Katniss Everdeen... She didn't say that. The movie she was in said that. The Hunger Games. May the odds be... No, the odds were not in her favor. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't seen those movies.
Stupid.
But I have seen White Men Can't Jump, and that movie is phenomenal. The remake, however, is not phenomenal. So, did this movie have good jokes?
No.
Did this movie have good race insight of the culture in 2023?
Nope.
Did it have good elements of both?
Oh, hell no!
This movie, not good. Not very well made either. I could go the rest of my life without having another White Man Can't Jump remake. We didn't need this one. The original is one of the best sports comedies of all time. And one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'll just leave it at that. Number 8, we have Disney's Wish. Disney has not had a super great last 2-3 years. This is probably the worst I've seen from Disney in the last 2 or 3 years. Wish has a message that I think is shitty and unrealistic and kind of stupid. I understand kind of where it's going, but overall, it doesn't succeed with the execution, poor execution, and Disney movies, you go for the message, because usually the message hits the young, hits the old. It's a beautiful experience. I love Disney movies. This is not one I love.
What else?
Number 7, we have Megan. This movie is so fucking overrated. I hate this movie. Every time I see Megan, it irritates me a little bit, because apparently I'm the only person who doesn't like this movie. This is a generic, unoriginal concept with horrible, bad, outdated TikTok jokes, and everyone and their mother loves this movie. I don't understand it. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was thrilling, which is a horror movie supposed to be thrilling. I didn't think it was scary. Again, it's a horror movie supposed to be scary. I didn't think it was scary either, and I didn't find the humor or charm in this movie at all. I was just annoyed watching it, and even more annoyed when I got out into the world and everyone was like, "Have you seen Megan? It's a really good movie. It's really funny. Have you seen Megan? Have you seen Megan? Rotten Tomatoes, 90%. Have you seen Megan? Fuck Megan." Number 6, Ant-Man 2. Piss poor comic book movie. Paint by numbers. Same thing happens. Ant-Man's in the title. Guess who wins? Ant-Man. Very original. It's not thrilling. There's no investment. Lazy. Comic book movies. This might have been the last comic book movie I've seen, because it sucks so bad. I gave up on comic book movies with a few exceptions. I'll go see Deadpool 3. I'll go see Into the Spider-Verse 3. I'll see The Batman 2. Not going to see really anything else. I'm not watching any more Marvel TV shows. This did it for me. I'm tired. I'm fatigued. I've had superhero fatigue for years now. And I'm just tired of it. And this Ant-Man 2 was the nail in the coffin.
But wait, there's more.
Number 5, we have Shazam 2. Again, superhero fatigue. This one, CGI is a little bit worse. So at least Ant-Man 2 Quantumanium, at least it looked a little bit better. This movie, it looks like... Number 4, this is when the passion hits the worst of the worst. We have at number 4, Renfield. This movie, it pisses me off. I thought this movie was going to make my top 10 of the year. I thought the quirkiness, the idea of Renfield being controlled and served by Count Dracula, played by fucking Nicolas Cage. How amazing does that sound? And get this quirky-esque character study about a man who finally steps out of the shadow, becomes his own man, is tired of getting stepped on. I didn't get that in this movie. I got it in Poor Things. I got it in The Passenger. I got it in a couple more movies. I did not get it in this movie, and this is the movie I really wanted it in. Nicolas Cage as Dracula just seems so fucking amazing. It was okay. Overall, this movie is
So fucking terrible.
And I don't think it is because of my expectations. Did I have high expectations for this movie? Yes. I wanted that crazy, quirky character study, but instead I got a bootleg Bobo-ass superhero movie where Renfield is superhuman and teams up with a cop to fight the mafia and Dracula. And yes, it's as bad as... This movie is that bad as it sounds. Yeah. It's not good. At my number 3 spot, we have You Are Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. This is a trash B-rate, not good enough for Disney Channel original movies movie. Acting, trash. Writing, trash. Everything in the background. The set design. Everything is generic, over the top garbage. I've seen better 1990 Disney Channel original movies. I've seen better Lifetime movies. If I got forced to watch a Hallmark movie like I got forced to watch a Lifetime movie, I'm pretty sure I would rather watch a Hallmark movie over You're Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. This movie is terrible in every fucking way. It is amateur hour at its finest. Adam Sandler, I'm glad you got to spend time with your family and make a movie with your wife and kids, but you ruined my fucking night by making me watch a movie that is just fucking awful. This is a short film made by college students. It's that amateur. It's that bad. And somehow it has a 90% of Rotten Tomatoes or higher, which blows my mind. Number 2, we have Hypnotic. Hypnotic is a mashup of good films made by a less than great, not in his prime, I will say, Robert Rodriguez, starring Ben Affleck, who is a good actor, but in this movie, he sucks.
Like a prostitute. Oh, man.
Just because you take good movies and combine them together and take bits and pieces of good movies and put them in a blender to create a movie doesn't always work, and usually doesn't, and it doesn't mean that it's going to be a good movie. Hypnotic is trash, it's garbage, it's so stupid, so poorly made. It's the worst.
Like a lot.
Because the worst is my number 1. Expendables 4. You could type in explosion green screen on YouTube right now and see that same explosion in that $1 million made Expendables 4 movie. You can see the same gunfire. This is the worst CGI I've ever seen in a movie theater. It is fucking awful. Movies from the 90s have better CGI than this 2023 movie known as Expendables 4. And not only that, the poor CGI, the lackluster action. The action scenes a fucking third grader could write. You don't need to be super creative to have action like this. Like, if you don't walk into this movie thinking you're going to get a John Wick, you'll get mediocre, piss poor action with mediocre, piss poor wooden performances, with mediocre, piss poor predictable scripts, and piss poor dialogue, and no Stallone. This movie should be taught in every film school across the world about how to not make a movie, because Expendables 4...
it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Let me know down in the comment section below your top 10, top 5, your number 1 least favorite movie of 2023. Did you agree with my list? Did you think I was wrong? Was your favorite movie on my list? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. And when you get done, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe.